Hello everybody, SJ. I'm back playing some more Hytale. Between episodes I did a thing. I'm actually pretty happy with my thing. It's a good start anyways. Nice little bit of a base going on here. I've moved things around in here, but unfortunately just still we can't break these workbenches, else we have to re-upgrade them back to level 2. The workbench I'm not so worried about, but these ones are a little bit painful, but maybe we'll wait till we have a little bit more resources to get those done. Then obviously I can't do the floor in here until we've got the resources to re-upgrade these, because breaking the ground underneath a workbench will break the workbench itself. I'm going to start off today with a little bit of farming, getting started on farming. So I put together the farmer's workbench, chest for all of our stuff, an area to grow crops. I made a well. I'm 90% okay with this for a simple thing. I just wish I could replace this in here with something else, but the angled rope is pretty cool. I have the bucket down there. I do just need a little bit of iron on my person, I believe. So on the farmer's workbench, we're going to find things such as the hoe, making buckets. We might be able to, we could lure animals with feed bags if we wanted to. We could make shears so that we could shear leaves and harvest, like bring berry bushes back to our base area if we need to. And then capture crate. This is another interesting one that we could use to grab rabbits or something like that and corral them into an area. But this isn't going to be super useful, I don't think, until we can get to the tier 5 farmer's workbench, when we can finally get a chicken coop. And this is the way that we'll be able to get eggs in the future, but for now we're not able to do that. But yeah, we're going to make this watering can. And I've already gone through 2 full crude hoes already, tilling all of the soil that was in here, and all of that soil has now been untilled. So we'll have to make a couple more, I guess. And then all of this is all of the essence that I gathered. Some of the pre-prepared foods that we found along the way, and some of the crops that I've gathered just from finding like the Quebec villages or in chests along the way. Chests more or less have the seeds rather than anything else, but let's get some of these into the ground though, and then we'll go off and adventure a little bit. I do want to go back down my mine shaft to the lava levels and start gathering some more of the red cloth, because that's what's holding us back from this backpack upgrade. We need 40 cinder cloth before we can do an upgrade on our backpack, so that's kind of the thing I want to get to today. And well, actually, on second thought, maybe we'll go to the blasted lands or ashen lands or whatever this biome is called over here. And with the update that they did just recently, we can now find the jungle caves underneath this area, so that might be something interesting to go see. I do have my ladders, so I'll be able to go down there. I might want to make another repair kit as well, just to make sure that I have that. But yes, let's grab need a stone. Any stone to get another crude hoe. And any tree logs, which I've got some logs on me here. So we'll come down here. Yeah, I tilled these, and then I guess they just go back to dirt eventually, which is somewhat disappointing. And unlike in Minecraft, just having water close by tilled soil does not automatically hydrate it. We are going to have to do that manually, which is why I've made the watering can. Goodbye. Oh, could you guys go down there? That would be nice. I'm just going to pretty much plant everything that I have here, and we'll make sense of it all at the end of the day. So I won't make you watch me do all of this, but you should have the gist of it by now. And now that that's done, we can follow our path over here. Filling up the watering can does not use up water sources. And we're just going to hydrate all of these so that they grow fairly fast. We could probably stick around and not and be able to harvest this really quick, but I'm not about that. I'm about to see, look at how fast these things are growing here already. I bet some of those things on the end will be fully grown before I finish watering everything. Which maybe makes a point that we should probably still have our water source in the middle of the farm. So there's not so much back and forth to go and get water. And it looks like one more to get all of this done. But the basis of the whole farmer's workbench is based around the essence of life. So we've gotten a good amount of that just from breaking the crops we were finding in the wild. And you get it from breaking these crops, as well as from in the workbench itself here. We can go over to the essence tab, and we can trade one essence of wheat to get one essence, or one wheat to get one essence of life, or one lettuce to get essence of life. But we need to save our lettuce because that's one of the main things we need to get our first upgrade for the workbench, as well as these softwood logs. And with the update, we can now see what kinds of logs actually constitute softwood. And as it so happens in here, one of the other things that's unlocked automatically is the beech sapling. So there, it looks like there's 5 stages of growth and it takes 2 days to grow. So I bought one and I put it down over here just so I've got some softwood to come along, because that beech is in the list of softwood logs over there. Then later on we'll be able to get maybe some of these other trees to plant around to accent our base a little bit better. All right, what am I doing? I'm leaving that there, putting that there. And, oh, this goes up here. Right, yeah, rather than go down there, let's head right on over to the to the scary land first. And we'll take a look around there on the surface, and then maybe we'll dig down and see what we can find down below. Probably need another repair kit for my iron pickaxe. That would be an idea. And what else was I thinking to find? Oh yes, teleporters in the magic workbench. Here, I did make my first set of teleporters. So I'll be able to have one here at home, which maybe we'll make a spot over here for teleporters. We'll just label it as home for now, and then this way when we get over all the way over here, we can put down another teleporter and we don't have to walk back and forth every time. So let's do this. So I've got another repair kit. And I've got ladders for going down the hole. Yeah, I will meet you in the new area. Even looks like we get to come into these new lands into a little cave. And don't mind if I do, really, to be honest. The Devastated Lands is what we're calling it. And I guess we need to get out our torch. Yes, with the new update, we can actually place torches with it in our offhand. Silk larva. Oh, just raw wild meat. Okay, nothing special there. Yes, if we go deep enough in these caves, we're gonna find the dinosaur area, the underground jungle. So we'll get there eventually, but let's take this one step at a time to make sure I'm not overwhelming myself completely. Linen and bone fragments. Okay, nothing special so far. Except that. Lost Civilization lantern. Heck yeah. Alright. Alright, I don't want to mess around too much in these lower caves. Especially with that enemy there dropping nothing of note, so... usual. Well, we're not even getting garbage out of those crates that we've broken so far, so anything around here? Hey, we got some red crystal shards. I think that's the first one of those that I've got started to collect. Alright, I'll get up to the surface here and then we'll come back when we're up there. Alright, we have made it up. And there are critters. And this is what we came here for. Adamantite. So we're getting pretty lucky. We found it like right on the surface. What did I miss? Some hide? Medium hides. Okay. So as long as we block the frog tongue, then we don't get thrown around like little rag dolls. That seems pretty reasonable. Stay away from that skeleton horse, but three cobalt and 5 essence of fire. And I did not notice death had snuck up on us. Oh, I can't even block right now. Oh, I think I got my blocking back. Can I leash him? No, he doesn't seem to have a leash. Well, I didn't. It's the last thing I wanted to happen there. Okay, I retreat with my life. And we'll come back after I get back up. And as you'd have with our luck, it is dark when we get back up here. So I'm just going to make sure I don't fall down any holes into a whole bunch of... I was not expecting you to be hostile. Light hide from a big guy like that. That's a little surprising. Aha, I've found some of these burnt logs before. These might be decent decoration, so... So that one is a deep hole. Sticking around here so we can at least see what's going on. Yeah, should always make sure we've got healing food running while we're here. There's a little floating skull. Hey, cinder cloth. Sweet. So we can get some of that while we're here. Fire logs. Yeah, I've got some ice logs from the ice area. Well, not necessarily the ice area, from chests in the ice area. But I'm not finding that death thing anymore. I think that might be him. But I think what we should probably do might be a smart idea. Link that to home. Come through that. And we'll pass the night just so that we can see. If I knew the enemies and such a little bit better, I might be more inclined to try and wander around there at night, but definitely not too interested in it during first exploration. That. Oh, where'd my health potions go? I emptied them into a chest somewhere. I have more than 3. There we go. And probably an idea to make arrows. I can make 40 more arrows. Oh, wait. What was I making? Repair kits. Well, we'll need repair kits someday. Let's put these in here so I'm not carrying them around with me when I definitely don't need them. Oh, and then we need to link this to devastated lands. Down he goes. 5 more Essence of Fire. Alright, nothing too special. Getting his weapon might be a good thing, though. We can get a lucky drop on that. Saw another one of them running around over here somewhere, so... Some copper over there. Red feather leaf. There he is. Yes, we can ride the skeleton horse. just your normal wolf loot off of him. Where are we? 12 durability left. I don't think I want to take on a Grim Reaper guy with just 12 durability, so... Cobalt Battle Axe is the one. Right, not bad. I'm breaking my #1 rule again, is not having healing food running. There's another big guy over there. Not too interested in the toads. We ended up with a rusty steel halberd. Oh, an ancient steel helm. 5 and 5 with 9 health. Okay, so it's just like an iron helm. Seems like not too overly special. What do I hear? Oh, there's somebody burning to death in the lava. Three thorium that time. Right. Oh yeah, these islands, they're not too horribly big. A good size, but not oversized. Just finding all of this free adamantite around is pretty decent too. But we do need to get workbench upgrades before we can make anything out of them. Oh, there's another death thing over there. Just green crystal shards, which I don't really need. Cinder cloth. I thought this would be a different biome, but I didn't see it pop up automatically when we came into this area. Always try and take advantage of these big trees whenever we find them. Seem to only be getting one cinder cloth per kill on those guys. But yeah, I think I'll cut that off here for now, and then we'll come back if I find my way, if I find a way down, or if we just end up digging down one way or the other. I'll bring you back when, because I think that's it. Oh, there's a new thing. I was gonna say, I thought that was it for the new things, but alright, I'll put it on a pause and we'll bring you back when there's something new to look at. Okay, I had found something that seemed like a structure, but all I came across was flowing lava, so I got excited for a moment, but doesn't seem like there is, at the end of the day, there is anything to speak about here. Gonna go around the big guy, and we're, you know, about halfway around the island, so continuing to explore. Okay, so I literally ran out of my 100 ladders, and it finally opened up down here. Looks like I've got water underneath me, so I'm gonna make the plunge here. We can get up out of the water over there if we deem that it's safe, but here we are. This is the end of the road. Oh, there's some more of those ghost blocks, which I thought they had fixed, but maybe there's a few of them and they haven't found them all yet. Yeah, I guess first things first is we should get our... Actually, wait, I don't have any more ladders. So I guess I'm not doing that. I was going to say I should have some ladders to get back up, but going to need a builder's workbench. Instead of using the camphor logs, let's use this kind of wood, whatever it is. Oh, this is camphor as well. Alright, easy enough. I just wanted to keep some light wood because that might be nice to go with my base motif. Alright, 20 ladders. Let's go see if 20 ladders will get us back up. So yeah, I'll mess around with this and then I'll bring you back when we get back to exploring. Alright, I literally just, that's my marker for, this is the area where I came from, so I found a little bit of adamantite there right off the bat. And it looks like any of the ores are locked in this volcanic cobble, which is just takes a long time to get through even with a iron pickaxe. But I saw a whole bunch of different ones in here, so I thought I'd come in and take a look to see what was going on, but it's a pretty neat generation, I think. Alright, anyways, moving on. I'll gather these and bring you back when there's something else interesting. Our first dinosaur spotting, perhaps. Speaking of which, I came out the other side and I saw these guys right away. Oh, they're just rats. Rats! Oh, and I'm right there. Okay. I got turned around. I thought this was the way I had come from, but it's not. This is the way I'm going. Nope. Alright, false alarm. Well, this is something new. But nothing too interesting here yet, but I'll run around here and take a look, see if we can't find something of note. I guess the thing to note is we're kind of officially underneath the volcano. And this looks suspiciously like not random generation, so thought that I heard that there was like dragons in here or something, but if there were, that would be the kind of a place you'd find one. But yeah, other than that, this seems to be totally empty except for random goblins spawning, which is not interesting in the slightest. Alright, unfortunately no dinosaurs today. We got 45 adamantite though, that's a thing that's happened. So yeah, we'll need cinder cloth to actually make the adamantite gear, it looks like. Yep. And heavy leather as always, so we gotta keep killing the bears and anything big that we see. I don't think we got too much heavy leather. Yeah, we did not get too much heavy hide from those areas, like, because most of the things are dropping light or medium hides. So wander around the overworld here. And I guess back to where we had started the episode. this is my second harvest of crops here. And I had upgraded my bench to tier 3. I got it past the tier 2 and okay, these are already all wet. Yeah, just as long as you keep these wet, then I don't think we have to worry about them drying out and then having to re-till them. There we go, and then we should have the turnips that we need. Oh, I just need 2 greater essence of life, which I have 556 right now, so just 2 of those, and that'll get us up to tier 4. That will unlock more trades here, as well as more seeds on this tab here. So my next upgrade, I need aubergine, pumpkins, redwood logs. So I'm going to have to go find some maple or some redwood. I know I've seen redwood, I think that's up in the tundra area. And I can actually make a copper hoe now, so I can get something with a little better durability. I can get, yeah, see, redwood saplings are locked right yet, so that's unfortunate. And all of the dirt things are pretty much unlocked now. So yeah, if you ever want grass blocks, so say you're making a pathway like this and you make a mistake, since the grass doesn't spread automatically, you do have to use this bench. So to make a grass block, you just need any dirt plus some plant fiber. And you can get the grass topped, the deep grass, whatever variants that you're looking for there. And then yeah, as always, if you're low on the essence of life, you can use this cell tab, which, you know, as you get more seeds, this keeps opening up for the farming. So that's all there is to talk about today. I hope you all enjoyed. It was kind of fun running around the new zone. We got the new material, which we just have to upgrade our benches to, which I'm not doing until I get my floor finished in there. So I've got a grind ahead of me to do, so it might be a day or two for the next episode to come out so that I can get that finished off, and then we'll come back. I don't even know if it's possible to get mithril. If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw somebody talk about it dropping mithril ingots dropping from some of those big enemies in the devastated lands. The ones that were dropping the cobalt and the thorium. But that's a pretty small chance, I think. So to collect any amount, like you need 12 just for a helmet, 24 for a chest piece. And then this storm leather, I guess, is the other issue. I don't know where to get that yet. So maybe more exploring up in the Outlanders camps. Remember that big Outlander camp we found up there? I found another one up over in this area here somewhere as well. So I've got 2 big towns to go in and clear out. Maybe we'll find the storm leather, or maybe the storm leather is tied to the alternate dimensions through the Arcanist workbench. Oh, all these are now unlockable. So remember this was the temple, and then these were the shards to visit the other dimensions. So we have to get 100 memories, which means I needed 50 more, and I've probably collected maybe 10 or 15, so I do have that grind to get back on. But at any rate, enough blabbering on. I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!